Guess what? They're finally here, the X Series. I'm Chuck Green, and this is American DJ Under the Hood. Today we're going to talk about the X Series. We have the XMove LED, the XColor LED, and the XScan LED. None of these fixtures use lamps. They actually use a little 20-watt LED chip. So first thing we're going to do, actually we're going to take a closer look at the XMove since they all share a lot of the same parts. But you know, it's always more fun to take apart the moving head. So let me get these out of the way. The big deal about the X Series is this is the first line of lights we've had that projects a hard edge LED image. We have tons of LED wash lights between the American DJ and Elation line of fixtures, but this is the first one that can actually shoot a gobo or just a nice hard spot. Isn't this guy cute? I just want a baby talk. Whoa, it's a little moving head, that's right. The XMove and the XScan have 8 colors plus white and 8 gobos plus spot. Obviously, this is the moving head, so you got the pan and the tilt, and it also has gobo shake. It also has dimming from 0 to 100%, which is kind of cool on a little moving head like this. This is a great fixture for low ceilings. It has a 14-degree beam angle. It's just a really good all-around, tiny, lightweight, compact, but heavy-duty fixture. So here on the front, you got your little menu there. It's where you set your DMX addresses, you set your sound active mode, you know, you set your master slave or whatever mode you want to put it in. It's got a little fan right there to keep the PC and the bass cool. Right here you've got your switch between 115 and 230 volt in case you're going overseas. You got your DMX in and out. You've got your sensitivity for your audio control and a little microphone. It's got an IEC plug, so when you go to Europe or wherever you're going on the road with it, you can get the correct cable and plug it right in, flip the switch, and you're ready to go. It also includes a hanging bracket, so you could, you know, that's right, hang the unit on a truss or a stand. You'll notice that it includes 4 rubber mounting feet at the bottom of the unit. The rubber feet provide stability, balance, and keeps the unit from scratching any flat surface. Pop the top off here. So here at American DJ, we know a thing or two about moving head fixtures, so we took just about everything we knew and tried to make it as compact as possible. Right here we got the little PC board that controls the pan and tilt of the fixture. If you look real close in there, under the pan and tilt board, you can see the color and gobo wheel. Back here you've got your concave, convex optical lens system. And then at the very back, you got your little 20-watt cluster LED chip. At the very front, obviously we got our lens, and it's a manual focus, so you can kind of dial it in so you get a nice sharp beam. So I know some of you are saying, Chuck, that's pretty lazy, you just took the top off. This is under the hood. We're gonna tear this thing apart now. Brian, the hammer, please. Okay, so now that I've gotten it all taken apart here, I kind of got some of the more important pieces on deck here. There's a lot of, well, high temp wire here. Even though it's LED, we figured we give you the high temp wire just in case you're using it in a hot climate. So there's that. This right here is the heart and soul of the entire X Series. This is the 20-watt LED cluster. It's actually a little itty bitty board with a bunch of diodes in it. This little thing creates all that light. It's pretty incredible. So the diode, it's got a little triac switch on it there. Also, what's worth mentioning is with the LEDs versus even a halogen, you get a much whiter white. So it kind of looks like a discharge lamp, like an MSD 250. Not quite the output, but you get that really nice white. Again, like I've mentioned in the past, we really pride ourselves on using quality components and parts. I mean, you can see all our gears are nicely machined. You know, we've got really high quality bearings that can stand up to a lot of heat and a lot of use on the road. Very high quality motors, stepper motors. Got your transformer, let's see. All right, here, it's your little DMX display. But what I really need to show you is here's the color wheel. This is the same color wheel that's in all the X series, including the XColor and the XScan and of course the XMove. Some people asked, how come you guys didn't do RGB color mixing, since we've done a lot of LED RGB color mixing fixtures with our washes and stuff. Well, the main reason we didn't use it on the hard edge fixture is because we find we get way more output by using a white diode instead of messing around with having, you know, 8 red and 8 green and 8 blue. And then when you want your white, you still kind of get that off white. So we just went ahead and threw a color wheel in there because our output is so good with this diode system. Here's the gobo wheel. So actually these gobos are a little bit bigger than I expected they'd be on such a tiny fixture, so you get some really nice projections. And there's 8 gobos plus a little spot there. Here's the heat sink that goes on the back, because actually, believe it or not, I know LEDs don't create as much heat, but they create some heat, and actually LEDs emit the heat off the back. So we got this on there. We also have a little fan somewhere. We have a little fan that goes right over the diode and kind of keeps the air moving, keeps things cool. In the base of the fixture, this part here, it's the main PC board. You got your in and outs. And then, you know, again, we use some really, we always try to use the high quality belts, so, you know, they don't snap on you during a gig. Let's see if I can get, oh man, all right. There's another one coming right at you, Cindy. There we go. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have fun picking up all these pieces and throwing it back together in a moving head. Again, this is the XMove LED. Just kind of wanted to give you a closer look to the inside. And I guess I better put it back together. So real quick, we wanted to just touch on the other family members of the X series. We've got the XScan and the XColor. And again, they're both using that same 20-watt chip that I showed you earlier with the XMove. One feature that these two fixtures have that the XMove doesn't, remember I showed you on the XMove the switch for the voltage. These have auto sensing voltage. So when, for you know, our DJs in Europe or South America or wherever you are in the world, you plug this in and it's going to be ready to go. The XColor is a hard edge LED fixture, but it doesn't have a gobo wheel. And your main application for this is either like if you need a hard edge spot on a small stage, or a lot of people like to use these on mirror balls. And I mean, think how great it is now that if you're doing a permanent install, you're not gonna have to get up there and change the lamps on your mirror ball fixtures. The XScan LED features a 4-button menu. You can use it to set up DMX mode, master slave mode, or sound active mode. It also has an IEC input for convenient cable compatibility. It has DMX in and out, and a power supply. It also features an audio sensitivity knob for sound activation. When you pull the XScan LED out of the box, you'll notice a protectant foam around the lens. The foam helps protect the lens from any damage in shipping. Let's head to the showroom and see these things in action. Brian, can we set this up next to a DJ scan so we can kind of see the difference? That might be kind of cool. You guys want to see that? I think so. Thanks for checking us out again. X Series, go to your local DJ shop and check them out firsthand. Please keep those emails coming in. We really appreciate it. Any comments you have, again, really appreciate it. I'm Chuck Green. This is Under the Hood.